Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's time now for Education Matters. We are here with Dr. Craig Douglas. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Douglas. Appreciate it.
Good morning.
Dr. Douglas, tell us a little bit about young children now learning from home. What tips do you have in this new normal?
Well, this is such an interesting challenge for parents, especially parents of younger children, to have them at home and not with their peers, not at school, not on the playgrounds, but at home. So the most important first point I would make is to offer reassurance to the children that everything will be okay ultimately, and to be really active listeners, looking for cues of where maybe children are waking up, maybe worried about a particular thing, or maybe a little bit frustrated or whatever, just looking for that reassurance. In education, we often call this social-emotional learning, looking for the social and emotional aspects of the young learner.
And what tips do you have when they're not seeing their friends a lot, they don't see their teachers as much as they did in the past? How can we help them cope?
Well, I think parents that take kind of a team approach, rolling up their sleeves with their child to tackle maybe a problem that's really throwing them off, that team approach, that assurance that we'll figure this out, let's think this through, that kind of thing, really helps, I think, younger children. It helps build their self-esteem and their confidence and their persistence and grit and all those good things that carry into adolescence, through adolescence into young adulthood.
Dr. Douglas, I love this
too, where subjects can be tackled one to a time, systematically. Schools are rolling out their distant learning plans now, and the ones that I've seen sometimes prescribe certain subjects on certain days. I mean, hypothetically, it's going to vary, but hypothetically, the school might say, all right, we want math on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, say, and we want reading on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays would be science and social studies. So looking for that systematic schedule and routine can really offer assurance for the younger learner.
And I think also tackling something with your child as they're learning it. My daughter had to learn about her senses on her tongue, and so we all kind of made it a family activity to do that, blindfolding and see if it's sugar, if it's salt, and how your taste buds react. So that kind of makes it fun too. So it's not just learning, but you're being interactive with your child.
Yes, that team approach. And the child will see the parent as a model, a role model, if you will, in terms of how they tackle the problem and help work through the problem and ultimately get to a solution. The bottom line is there's a lot of support offered by each school, so communicating back and forth to the school is an important plus. Many schools are setting up actual office hours for teachers to be contacted, and there's so many different ways of this contact back and forth through different software programs. It's just so important to be patient, take one day to a time, and look at the positives of this very, very challenging environment in which parents and children, young children, can grow together.
And I love it goes right into this tip that I love so much. If it's overwhelming, press pause and restart. How important is that?
Oh, it's so crucial. And to use a sports analogy, that's what we do in sports, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
If we need to regroup, we take a timeout. Well, why wouldn't we do that with arithmetic? Right? It just makes sense.
I love that. Anything else, Dr. Douglas, that you can think of that we really need to focus on as we are becoming educators at home now?
Well, I just support everyone's efforts. The educators, they're working tirelessly. I think sometimes we think, well, school's not in session, they're not working. Wrong. They're working very hard to figure out new ways to deliver support and instruction. I'm so appreciative of the efforts the parents have made to make sure that everyone is on the same page. That's so important. And then for the children, they're showing great resilience just going through this era that I guess arguably none of us have ever gone through before, right, in our lifetimes.
That's right. And we do want to appreciate the educators out there as well. They are doing an awesome job right now. We do appreciate all their help. They're giving us some support.
Heroes in their own right.
Thank you, Dr. Douglas, for your tips. We appreciate you coming in today.
Take care, stay safe, and be well.
You as well, Dr. Douglas. Thank you. For more information about today's topic, please check out the TV5 Hot Links page.